Hi everybody and welcome back. It's Brad again from seekfitlife.com. It is the 26th of April 2017 and it's 2:30 in the afternoon and I'm documenting my journey getting ready for my for the world titles in Thailand in June 2017. Not far away now. I'm actually getting ready for my very next fitness competition, literally 11 days from when I record this right now. So I'm 11 days out from stepping on the stage. I have my long black with me right now, and I chuckled before because I'm actually losing my train of thought. I'm in a carb coma at the moment. I've just had 500 grams. I've had half a kilogram, right, of just over 1 pound of sweet potato, and so it's you know. The reason why I've done that is because usually you're supposed to have 300 grams, 300 grams, 300 grams, 300 grams. So 5 servings of 300 grams of sweet potato every few hours. And I've done it like this because I'm going into the gym tonight to do some posing practice and I can't have a lot of carbs in my stomach because I can't pose properly. That's why I've kind of done the carb load thing. I've had almost 600 grams of carbs in one serving. And then I just turn the camera on now. So anyway, if you are here for the first time, I appreciate it. Thank you. And you'll probably get good value out of this channel. It's essentially me documenting my journey as a fitness model competitor. I also give tips and strategies around meal planning and training and that kind of thing, and flexible dieting. And so subscribe if you haven't already. Or if you're back and you're already a subscriber, you're fucking awesome. What can I say? Just incredibly awesome. I appreciate the support. So I want to talk about not having a meal plan and exercising. So a mistake that I made when I first started my training, if you're watching this and you're just starting your journey to lose a bit of weight or lose fat, build some muscle, and you're just starting out a gym program or a training program, one of the biggest mistakes I made that you shouldn't make, but I'll tell you what the mistake I made was that I used to go to the gym and I wanted to lose weight, what I like to call fat loss. That's a more accurate term. You want to maintain as much lean mass as possible and you want to lose fat. Was that I used to go train in the gym and I'd never gave a fuck about what I ate. I really didn't. I'd go to the gym and do my 2 hours of training, like literally Les Mills classes, like group classes, and then I'd do random cable machines. Like I didn't give a fuck I actually didn't know what I was doing. That was the truth. I didn't know what I was doing. And I wasn't confident on half the machines at the gym. I wasn't confident with bench press. I wasn't confident with barbells and dumbbells, full stop. And then when I finished the gym, I would leave and then I'd go and eat whatever I wanted. Like I wouldn't eat protein like I would now. I'd go and have a green smoothie. Like that was my post-workout. Like I'd have a green smoothie, or sometimes I'd go and have a bowl of oats with blueberries on top, or like a tablespoon of honey. Like there's no fucking protein in that. You know what I mean? Like not the amount of protein that you actually should have after you finish a workout. And I didn't do that. And I didn't have a meal plan. And so for quite a while, for a good 18 months actually, I was training in the gym. I was doing about 2, 3, 4 days a week. And I was just doing whatever I wanted. I didn't even have a training plan. It was just whatever the hell I wanted to do. And I actually my physique looked like I hadn't trained. Like that was the depressing piece. Like I had trained, but my body looked like I never trained. I'm about to sneeze. So I apologize. So it wasn't until I started to study more on nutrition and the impact that it has with transforming your body that I realized that I left out a very important fundamental piece of the equation of losing fat and building muscle. And that is, of course, nutrition. And that is, of course, meal planning. Now, of course, we've all heard stories of people that do not meal plan, do not track calories, do not track macros, and they still lose fat and build muscle, have no problems. I get all that. Of course, you don't have to meal plan. Like, you don't have to sit there and write out a spreadsheet. You don't have to use MyNet Diary. You don't have to do any of that shit. You don't have to. It's like no different to jumping in your car and driving it without monitoring how much fuel you're burning, or me jumping in my airplane and monitoring how much fuel I'm burning. If I know that I'm the only person that flew that aircraft, and I know that maybe the flight yesterday that I did, it was a 2-hour flight. I should have 3 hours left of fuel in that tank. So if I'm doing 1 hour of circuits, I don't have to fucking calculate the fuel. I just know that I can do 1 hour of circuits and everything's going to be okay. Like when you drive your car, no fucking different. You know you're going to get to and from work 3 or 4 times before you should stop into a service station. It's no different to meal planning. Your body is no different, right? Food is an energy source. There's an energy balance. There's an energy exchange. And you don't have to track and monitor the fuel that goes in and out of your body. You don't have to. But there's no guarantee. That's what I'm saying. And that's the important piece. Guarantee. I know that if I have a meal plan and I do X amount of training per week, I know that within 3 weeks, my body should be at this point. I should be at this conditioning. And it's not perfect, but it sure as hell is better than not having a meal plan and just kind of winging it. Now, sure, I actually, if I'm not getting ready for a competition, I actually don't even really use a meal plan all that much because I know my body so well. And so, like, it's interesting because if you're just starting out this journey, you're not going to know your body. You're not going to know. You're not going to know. I've been training for a long time and I still use meal plans. I still use them, even though at times I haven't always used them. But as I'm getting ready for a competition, I'm fucking using a meal plan, like, period. I need to know what's going in and I need to look at my physique on a day-to-day basis now to see how it's changing, to see how my conditioning is changing. So take this from somebody who's been doing it for years. I've been meal planning for years. If you want to guarantee a result, you must track and monitor. Now, it doesn't have to be sitting there and meticulously counting calories. It could be points. It could be portions. You don't have to have mathematics all over your food, but portion sizes, yeah, like it all boils down to whether it's like 2 handfuls of vegetables or 2 cups of vegetables or, it's whatever. Like it all boils down to numbers. At the end of the game, it's all energy balance. So I want to finish this off by saying that if you go to the gym and you train and you don't track what you eat, like you just finish your training and then you leave and then you eat whatever, that's almost a guarantee way of failing. That's absolutely hands down why, if you've been training for years and you haven't seen results and you haven't meal planned, is the reason why you haven't seen any changes. Because you haven't tracked and monitored your nutrition. Now, because what happens? I mean, look, I see it all the time. People train, they leave, they have McDonald's, or they go out drinking with their friends. It's like, hey, I've done my gym workout, easy, No, it doesn't work like that. It's 2 pieces put together. Body transformation is nutrition and training 100% each. It's not 80%, 20%, 70%, 30%. No. That's horseshit. It is 100% training, 100% nutrition. Always. 100% mindset. Always. That's my rant. So if you're just starting out, I understand that it is overwhelming to consider training and nutrition together because if I still remember what it's like to start my training. I still remember how overwhelming it was when I was doing my training and I didn't care about my nutrition when one of the trainers was talking about how much carb you should have post-workout. And I remember thinking to myself, that is so complicated. How can anybody care about whether they have sweet potato or white rice as a post-workout? And I remember actually in that moment thinking about how ridiculous that was. I'm like, that's crazy. You're insane. You are insane. 30 grams, 40 grams of protein? Are you kidding me? Like, you actually measure that? You actually measure that to the gram? I actually remember what it's like to start out. So I'm not here to tell you it's nutrition and training. This is a good progression into it though. I'll give you the progression because psychology will fuck you over. I can tell you what to do, but if you don't take action, it's because I'm probably giving you too much to do too soon. So if you're just starting out, get into the environment, i.e. the gym, and start moving things around. Start training, even if you don't know what you're doing. But realize that you must at some point in the very near future, if you want to see guaranteed results, then you must consider some kind of meal plan, 100%. But without overwhelming yourself. Focus on training, focus on getting yourself in the gym first. That's the biggest thing. If you've been sitting on the couch for 12 years and you decide you want to go to the gym today, then I'm not going to say you need to have this training plan and this nutrition plan, because it's not going to work. You're just going to throw it in my face because it's too much too soon. Progression, always. This takes time, not a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Get into the gym, get into the environment, and then after about 4, 6, 8 weeks, then go, meal plan. Okay, great. How do I do that? And then we can bring that element into it and then bring the two together. That's the solution. So that's my opinion. If you have any questions, reach out to me, Brad at seekfitlife.com. However, I have a lot of free courses where I talk about how to help people through this process, 100% free. So I've been in a situation, it's been frustrating. It took me years to figure it out. I know how it feels, it sucks. And if you're just picking up your training now, then this is an opportunity for you to save some time, so you don't waste any time like I did trying to figure it out for yourself. So otherwise, head to my website, seekfitlife.tv, hit me up directly, and I'm more than happy to help you out. If you haven't subscribed already, Carb Coma. If you haven't subscribed already, then you know the drill. And otherwise, thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll see you in another video.